OFM Sport.
A day out from your next game in Division 2 of the 4-day comp. Some good momentum can potentially be built here with back-to-back victories, especially taking into account how well you wrapped up that first game nearly 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, no, I think the good news is we finished it in 2 days, to be honest. I won't say it was a fluke, some proper bowling in that first innings, to be honest, from the bowling unit, I must say. But also give credit to our Easterns came back in the second innings, adapting to the conditions they played on. But in the end, we outbeat them with a proper win, to be honest. And I'm happy coming into the next game against Limpopo in another home game. So advantage is on our side, but I think they were a tough team as well.
And it's also very important to reset after a win like this. Does this lengthy break that you guys had between the games just make that reset process a little bit easier as opposed to being straight back into action a couple of days later?
Yeah, I think it's a tricky one at times, to be honest. You don't want the guys to be too relaxed. Yes, from a recovery point of view, but I think few guys took shots, especially Joe, the way he bowled and the overs he put in. So it gave him time a little bit to recover, but also, not recover, but also make sure that he's still ticking his boxes to get ready for the next day. I must say, we have been busy. We put them under pressure for 2 hard days after the game. So just to keep the intensity up and building up to this game, I think the momentum and where we are, I'm pretty happy going into this game.
You mentioned the intensity now, and that to me, although it's round one, there was a clear difference in your campaign starting as opposed to last year, where sometimes the intensity just seemed to be off. Is this something that you guys have focused on during the pre-season?
Yeah, no, definitely. I won't say it's something where we focus on. It's something we've been chatting about. I think it's a mental block for us, to be honest. And once we can get through it, and we are trying to get through it, to be honest, there's progress. And especially from the senior guys, I think that was a chat around. We need the senior guys to step up in that situations. I think last year that let us down. We wanted your senior players. I'm not saying all of them, few of them did step up, but there's certain guys that we needed that didn't step up. And I mean, in this first game against Easterns, our senior guys stepped up. I think Joe put in a proper performance. Dame Pitt with the ball. Same goes to Tian from the other side. So it was a proper bowling display. And Gian with a bat, I mean, to get a 16 rod out on that wicket, it just set the game up for us. So that's what you expect from your senior players on a regular basis, to be honest.
And on the topic of senior players, Christmas early in Bloemfontein again with the Mangaung Oval, a big gun coming back for the white ball comp starting a little bit later. How excited are you guys to have Rilee back in the mix again?
Yeah, no, I think when Rilee gave me the call to say that he's interested in coming back and being part of a T20 competition, I mean, who's going to say no to a guy like that? But also what he brings is not about what the experience he brings on the field, but it's off the field. What knowledge he passes on to the younger guys and how to go about playing T20. If you look at his stats speaks for himself. Got proper hundreds in T20 and 50s, and how he goes about it, it's pretty entertaining, and I think that's what the crowd want to see. But to have him with us, I think it's pretty excited going into the T20s.
And a pleasing thing is that you said he reached out, and we've seen this now recently with Quinton de Kock reaching out again to enter that international fold again. Okay, he didn't quite fire against Namibia, but as Quinton de Kock, it's that kind of player you always want in your team, and it's the same with Rilee.
Yeah, no, definitely. From my side, I think it's just it's exciting to see that he's still hungry. I think that's the most important thing. He still has a passion to play, and I think if a passion is there, you will allow a guy to play. So I'm pretty much happy that he gave me the call, to be honest. But like I said, we know exactly what he brings to the team on and off the field. But I'm happy to have him aboard.